By God, what do you mean? I think God is a most awesome topic. We could go on for days and days and days exploring just exactly what does the term God mean? What does it mean exactly? I think Richard Dawkins, in one of his books, I think it was The Selfish Gene, I recall him saying, well, why don't we just call DNA God? And to me, a rational atheist would ask the question, by God, what exactly do you mean? And I believe most atheists, or at least rational atheists, are open to the proof of God. I think so. And I'll leave it at that as far as atheism goes. But really, I just want to talk a minute about religion. I'm just rambling, really, religion. And, I don't believe that the essence of one's religion is proven or even endorsed by way of what one says. I don't think what one says or writes about one's religion proves a thing. I think the essence of one's religion is validated by one's regular practice. It's one's regular practice that is the religion. Some people are religiously atheist. Some people are religious about, we're all religious about many things. We're religious about our daily schedule, religious. And, I wouldn't even call religion a discipline because, some religion by way of practice is, I would call a bit undisciplined, a little more freelance, hodgepodge. Some people are just that way. So I think we run into problems when we start saying, well, my religion is more valid than yours, and my religion is better than yours, and everybody really ought to conform to my religion. And then when you watch people to see what their religion is, not what they say, not what they say it is, but what it really is, you begin to wonder, is it better? Better than what? You don't have to subscribe to any particular doctrine to be a good person. You don't have to subscribe to any particular doctrine to be an honest person. You don't have to subscribe to a doctrine to be trustworthy, to be ethical, to be industrious, to be self-reliant, to be a virtuous person. You don't have to subscribe to any particular doctrine. The Bible is the religious text that I grew up to learn, and it's the one that I studied throughout my early adulthood, and I continue to read it, but I'll admit I read it for different reasons, for different purposes than I used to. Used to be I read it so that I could parrot it off because it was the footnote, it was the proof, what the Bible said, that's the, it was the law. And nowadays when I read it to compare, to explore, to consider the thinking, the expressions, and to compare it with contemporary knowledge about many things. So, I consider it as part of what studies I'm able to do. I'm not familiar with all of the other religious texts, but I would venture to say that most religious texts celebrate the same virtues, or many of the same virtues, things like peace, love, harmonious existence, goodwill, taking care of orphans, taking care of widows, compassion, on and on and on. I think there are a lot of common elements in all of them. And I think it's the virtue, it's the essence of a person, their character, what they put out. That tells you about their religion. And I think it's the virtue that we're better off to go after. And I say we're better off because when we go after those virtues, we all get along. We all find ways to work together. We find ways to accomplish things that we all use, things that benefit us all, And then where we're different, in our own individual areas of happiness, that's our points of departure. We can go on and do our own little thing. Some might, as a part of their religion, they get a lot of benefit out of gathering in a building on a particular day throughout the year and whatever. And maybe that brings to them a lot of strength. Maybe that girds them. It helps them. And, others, maybe it's they prefer to be enter solitude, to be alone, to enjoy meditation and silence and that sort of thing. But these things, among many other things, are things that enhance, hopefully, the religion that the person, the individuals, the group that they're putting out. And hopefully what they're putting out is indeed virtuous, and in that it indeed contributes to enhancement of happiness for everyone and for individuals. At any rate, those are just some thoughts that I found myself making about religion just in the last day or so. Not that I'm pro-religion or con-religion, religion has been used to do, to accomplish a lot of horrendous things on planet Earth, but it's not the only thing. And religion has been used to contribute to good things, I think. Not the only thing, but one of the things. I would hope that everyone, in their own way, really would aim for contributing to peace and goodwill and individual happiness. Yeah. What do you think?